And I think it would be a good thing right now to take a moment and stop and consider the question, what does all of this mean to the average individual person? To start with, you have a certain amount of control over the levels of your own personal safety. Basically, what I mean by that is you choose where you're going to spend your time, you choose who you're going to spend your time with, and you choose how you're going to act in various settings. Because of this, you have a huge role in your own personal safety that a lot of people don't even look at and don't consider. And a lot of times self-defense instructors won't even touch this subject with a 10-foot pole just because people get very indignant when they decide to pull the card that you're blaming the victim. The instructors who teach what I'm teaching, we in no way blame victims for being a part of crime, but we look at this from a point of, since you have within your grasp the ability to make yourself safer, why not use an all-of-the-above approach? And of course, we can't leave out the factor of awareness. You choose whether or not you're going to be aware of your surroundings or if you're going to take the road of electronic distractions. Social violence can be minimized and in some ways eliminated in large part from your life through the effective practice and application of the big three: your lifestyle, your attitude, and your awareness play a huge role in your personal safety. And if you can keep that in mind and conduct yourself accordingly, you will be a lot safer than you would be otherwise. Of course, again, it's not going to be a 100% rule, but you can avoid most social violence in your life if you are willing to take certain steps and keep your wits about you and learn that the whole world doesn't revolve around you. You have to understand things like letting the other guy have a way to get out of the fight without him losing face and without you casting one more comment about his mother. If you can gain control of yourself, a lot of this stuff becomes a lot easier and you become so much safer. Asocial violence gets a little bit more tricky because of the fact that the predator is the one making the choice of victim. So if they choose you, you obviously didn't play a role in that, but your application of the big three, your lifestyle, your attitude, and your awareness could keep you from being in areas where the predator humans are. So again, you can make some choices to minimize the threat. Again, not blaming victims, but you can minimize the threat. And I don't see why a person would not want to take every possible opportunity to increase their personal safety. And even if this means things like I've said before, I tell my adult students all the time, if you have to drink, drink at home. You're a lot safer there. And if your main goal is personal safety, then this stuff should be easier for you to understand. The fact is that the people who are always offended by everything are also a lot less safe than those who know how to take certain precautions in order to become truly more safe. Asocial violence can be a little bit more tricky because of the fact that the predator human makes a series of choices in their head known only to them at that moment, and they probably don't even know what led to their selection a few minutes after the event. That said, through the proper application and understanding of the big three, you can minimize your interactions and incidents of an asocial violent nature.